Guys, I'm here at the Green Lantern Hill. This is where the contest is going to be conducted. Hope I do well. So I'm just getting out of my car and let's see what happens. I'm going to follow those folks. I think those are Toastmasters right there. Oh no, they're not going here. Since time immemorial, people have been searching their true identity. Based on my experience, I believe I am the soul and not the body. Mr. Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters, and most esteemed guests, I am not this body, I am the soul. When someone dies, people say that that person passed away. Who's that who passed away? The body is still there. It is the soul. There have been hundreds of cases of out-of-body experiences, near-death experiences, wherein the patient, when revived, is able to explain the procedure that was conducted on the unconscious body. Who was that who was witnessing the procedure that was conducted while the body was unconscious? It is the soul. Our body is constantly changing. Every cell in our body turns over in 7 years. That means there's not a single cell that is more than 7 years old in this body. There are 60,000 thoughts in the brain every day. And our desires are constantly changing. So what is that one constant while everything around it is changing? It is the soul. The inherent nature of the soul is to love unconditionally. An expression of that love is to serve selflessly. Mother Teresa said, the biggest disease in the world is hunger. Not the hunger of the stomach, but that of the heart. Things can bring happiness to the senses, and the mind is temporary. But what nourishes the soul is true love. Today, we love things and use people. And what we really need to do is to use things and love people. Knowledge is not an accumulation of data in the mind or the brain. True knowledge is to see everyone with equal vision. That means a rich or poor, male or female, one religion, another religion, no religion. Love them unconditionally. When I first came to America, I met this religious person who said, "You are going to hell because you don't follow my religious practices." The world today, we learn to hate even before we learn to reason. This is caused by egoistic people trying to push their personal agenda and taking the authority of their scriptures to push their agenda. I'd like to take the example of the sun. The sun is called Surya in India, Sol in Mexico, and the sun in America. Does that mean it is an American sun or a Mexican sun? God is a universal concept. We can't have God in the fist of our hands. The word religion comes from the Greek word religia, which means to bind. Bind us back to our soul. The essence of religion is to love God and to live as an instrument of that love and to share it with everyone. If you take the example of a dog respects and loves his master, whatever clothes he's wearing. The master might be wearing tuxedo or t-shirt and blue jeans, or even his underpants, or no clothes. But the dog loves and respects his master. If we as human beings are not able to recognize our master, when the Lord comes in different names to different people at different times, we are worse than the dog, and we have so much to learn from the dog. The ego is a kind of ignorance that disconnects us from our soul, from every other soul and God. I'd like to look at it this way. There are two dogs in our heart, a good dog and a bad dog. For most of us, the bad dog is barking, whoa, 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 whoa. And the good dog is barking, whoa, whoa, whoa. The dog that barks is the one we choose to feed. Let's all strive to feed that good dog. I'd like to encourage you to realize that you are the soul and not the body. To the degree that you realize that you are the soul and not the body, to that degree you would be able to convert arrogance into humility, greed into generosity, envy into gratitude, complacency into compassion, doubt into faith, and lust into love. True happiness is within us. And if you see that happiness within you and share it with others, that is our greatest potential, Mr. Contest Master.
One more. Congratulations to you. Yes. I'm excited to interview you, Vish, because I've heard some things by sitting over at the table with you, and I'm going to ask you about them. Vish, is it true that you are expecting a baby? Should I say, your wife and you are expecting a baby?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to get a bit nosy and ask you, what's the expecting due date?
It's May 11th, but it can be any time. It's our fest.
You mean any time?
Yeah,
You mean even tonight?
Yes, it could
Like
be.
you doing this Toastmasters event?
I'm glad it's over. I can go now.
So, if your wife has the baby tonight, can we call it the Toastmaster baby?
You can call her anything. I can call her.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now, Fish, I know I preceded you. You was last year's area governor, and I want to thank you so much for teaching me and training me to take the shoes.
Oh.
And can you give me a little bit about your job as the area governor?
Sure. I was asked to be the Area 5 governor, which is not part of where my club is. So I stepped up and filled in. I was so glad to complete distinguished because that area was never distinguished for many years. So it was great to work with everybody and get to that. Would take the area to President's distinguished this year, and good luck for that.
Yes, you did. You left me quite a challenge. Yeah, but I enjoyed the experience, and thanks to you for all the help. Great job on your speech tonight, and I want to give you a token of appreciation for your participation. Thank you.
Thank you very much.